Hey guys, back again. This is part 3. I'm trying to group them in little groups of tips and tricks. That way it's not so much an information overload with a really long video. Trying to group them in smaller sections so that way you can go to the video that best suits what you're looking to do. So I'm going to do 3 tips in this one. So the first one is going to be how to change the clock to the correct time zone, because I find that Windows, at least for me, keeps putting me in the wrong state or the wrong time zone. And I'm also going to show you how to add an additional clock to it. If I personally I'm going to I personally have someone who oversees who I want to know what time it is there, so then I don't obviously contact them in a wrong time, whether it's early in the morning or late at night. So I add an additional clock, that way I know what time it is there. So I'm going to do that. I'm also going to show you how to add the traditional this PC or my computer shortcut to the desktop. I'm also going to show you on how to customize your apps panel or your on the start screen there, so you can obviously have the apps that you want there conveniently in place. As you can see on the computer, it's still currently doing my Ninite installations. If you saw my previous video, I showed you what this was all about. I suggest you go and have a look at that. It's a really great program, and I think you guys will really like it if you haven't seen it already. So while that's continuing in the background, I'm going to show you these little tips. So first of all, it says right here that it is currently the 7th of December, Wednesday, which is correct. It is. I'm in Australia, so if you're watching from the US or Europe, chances are we are quite ahead of you in time. However, it's saying that it's 7:57 AM, when I know that's not correct. It is actually an hour earlier, so it is 6:57 PM. Don't ask why I'm up this early. It's a long story. So what I'm going to do is, for some reason it's got me set to Sydney time when I'm not living in Sydney. I'm in a different state. So I'm actually in Brisbane. So you guys should check out what Brisbane is, 'cause it's really cool. I'm very biased. Anyway, so you would do, to change the time so it's correct, you would go and click on here, you left click on the thing here, and then you would come up here and you would click on the date itself. Oh, sorry, I apologize. I was remembering the wrong way to do it. What you actually do is you right click on it and you go to adjust date and time. It'll open up this settings menu, and as you can see, it's currently set to Canberra, Melbourne or Sydney time. For me, I live in Brisbane, which is the one below. So if I set that, as you can see, it does currently say down the bottom there 7:58. If I change it to Brisbane, it changes it now to 6:58, which is correct. I'm going to turn this on, even just so it does it automatically for me, although it should have done that in the first place. I don't know why. Anyway, so as I mentioned before, I do have someone that I like to know what time it is where they are. They're currently in the UK, so there's around about an 8 or 9 hour time difference there, so I want to make sure that I not contact them at an inappropriate time. So if you actually go down the bottom here, there's actually a thing here that says add clocks for different time zones. So if I was to click on that, it gives me this option. I can add up to 2 more additional clocks on top of my current one. So I only need the one. So I'm going to go show this clock, and then I'm going to find them. So they are in the UK, so I need to scroll through here and find London. It says here Dublin, Edinburgh, Lisbon and London. Okay, now where they live, they actually live in a place called Newcastle. So even though it says London, they are in the same time zone. I already know that because I've double checked this. So, but I'm going to change that just so I know it's the correct city. I'm going to hit apply. Okay, now if you hover over it down the bottom here, it says my local time is 6:59 AM, and it says it's actually 8:59 the day before in Newcastle. This is why I needed the second time, because obviously there's quite a difference in time there. So once you've done that, then we'll go on to another step, which is to customize the start menu. So what we'll do is we will, as you can see when you click up here, you do have all these different apps here. Now these are the ones that default come with Windows. I don't really use a lot of these, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually remove them. You can uninstall them, although it doesn't really make much difference if you keep them installed or not in terms of like performance or anything else like that. So I just keep them installed just in case I do need them at some point in the future. So I don't have an Xbox, so I'm going to go and right click and I just simply go to unpin from start. And there we go. Okay, I'm going to remove all these Xbox related ones. So I'm going to remove that one as well. I'm going to remove this one as well. I'm going to remove this one as well, and so on. So you just continue on and you remove them like so. I will leave, I don't actually use Netflix, but I will leave it there. I don't use Twitter, although I probably should, given how much people use it these days. It might be a good way to promote my channel. So I'm going to unpin that as well. Now I want to add something, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, what shall I add? I will add Notepad, because I always need to take little notes. So if I type in Notepad like so, I'm going to right click on it and go to pin to start. Okay, and I'll just do this to refresh it. Oh, and there we go, it's shown up. Now the great thing about this is you can actually adjust them, so you can put it wherever you like. So you can put it there, you can put it here, you can put it there, you can put it, you know, here, wherever you want, really. I apologize, I have the hiccups this morning. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll remove that one, I don't really use that either. So you can customize it, you can add your apps that you want to, and obviously what works best for you. Now, another great thing is I tend to do this, by the way, to refresh it. Now what we have to do is we have to add the traditional desktop icons, so this PC or the network one or things like that. Normally you would have remembered in Windows 7 they would have come up at the top. Unfortunately they don't show up here, so what you can do is you just simply type in show, and it come down here, it says show or hide hidden common icons on the desktop. You simply do that. Okay. I apologize, my screen's going a bit weird. It is still installing things, as you can see. It has skipped OneDrive because it's already built into Windows 10. I didn't think about that when I installed it, so it doesn't matter. So you simply, anyway, you simply go here and you tick this one. I want the computer to show, and I want network to show, and then I hit apply. Okay, and then there they are. So I tend to put it in the top corner like that, and I tend to put this one in the middle like so. I'll just minimize that so it's out of the way. So yes, those are the 3 little tips. I do have some more that I will obviously display. If you have anything in particular you want to know, obviously feel free to send me a message or comment or anything in the comments below, and I will certainly try and make a video in regards to that for you. But hopefully you've enjoyed this. I will be back with some more, but until then, you guys have a great day. Bye bye.